Good morning, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to episode 75 of Be With Me, and I apologize, I'm in a car this morning. The title of today, the thought today, is If You Only Knew. And the long title is If You Only Knew the Gift, and If You Only Knew the Who. And the conclusion of today is going to be If You Only Knew that the gift is the who. So here's where we are. We're in John chapter 4. We're studying about the woman of Samaria, studying and just being exposed to her. We learned yesterday that there's this big wound between the Jews, Israel, and the Samaritans. We find out that Jesus is weary, and then he goes specifically to this woman. Here's the passage today. Is a woman from Samaria came to draw water. Jesus said to her, "Give me a drink." For his disciples had gone away to the city to buy food. The Samaritan woman said to him, "How is it that you, a Jew, ask for me for a drink, a woman of Samaria? For Jews have no dealings with the Samaritans." Jesus answered her, this is the passage for today, 4:10. Jesus answered her, "If you knew the gift of God and who it is that is saying to you, 'Give me a drink,' you would have asked him, and he would have given you living water." So the crux of the passage is if you knew the gift of God, and if you knew the who of the God. All right, so if you knew, so something is happening outside the purview of this woman, outside the span of your attention. It's above your pay grade. It's outside your world, if you will, and it's coming inside your world. It's like if you could understand the miracle of what's going on in your cells today, that you're making energy and making ATP and storing it, and it's going to be called upon at some point where you need that energy. If we could know the function of a cell, we'd be in awe. And we'd be in awe that we didn't create it and that there is a creator, and we'd see ourselves in light of him, and we call on him and repent and worship. I think if we could realize how a cell works, or how that there's incredible galaxies. My point is that stuff is happening outside our view, and what the verse today talks about is bringing something that's outside our view inside our view. Lord, please help us with that. So the verse says, Jesus answered, "If you knew the gift of God." Okay, so let's talk about the God's gift. There's sort of some common graces we get these bodies to walk around in. We have the gift of marriage. We have the gift of rain. We have the gift of God's hesed, that he doesn't destroy us. We have the gift of sunshine. So we have all kinds of these general gifts, but this passage really refers to a very specific, attention, convicting moment in this world of this woman. It's local, it's instructive, it's corrective, and it's quite challenging, actually. All right, so let's get to the gift of God. So it says that it's a gift. That is, it's something that you did not source. You didn't create it. You didn't give it to yourself. It's from God. That is, he thought of this. He planned it before you became aware. Oh, look at that. Now there's a gift. Well, God didn't think of it that way. He had planned it before he sprung it on this woman and on us. So it's like, man, if I knew that this was from God, I would have paid more attention. Like, I don't know if you've ever received a gift or a book or something from a prominent, respected person. You sort of give the gift a little bit more weight than other people. I'm sorry to say that, but like, you give it their due. If I only knew that this was a gift from God, I would have paid more attention. So what is the gift of God? I keep thinking about Nicodemus. For God so loved the world, he gave what? His only son. And it's sourced in love, and it's sourced in his giving. And we talked before about it's so valuable that we may have to break up the Trinity, that it's going to cost something so precious. It's going to cost the Trinity. Yikes. So the final thing in the passage, of today at least, if you knew the gift of God and the who it is that is saying to you, "Give me a drink." If you knew what has come into this moment, that this is Jesus, that this is the Messiah, that people have been waiting hundreds of years, thousands of years, eternity, however long the planet is. I was thinking about this passage in Matthew chapter 13, verse 17. And he says, "Blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. For truly I say to you, many prophets and righteous people longed to see what you see and did not see it, and to hear what you hear and did not hear it." And so we have this woman at the well, this Samaritan woman at the well, we're going to learn about her character in a couple days. She's getting this incredible revelation that people have been waiting thousands of years for, and it's right in her kitchen. So what an honor she has, and she does a great job with it. All right, so let me wrap this up. If you only knew, and I want to say to the Lord, yes, I want to know. I want to have the posture of knowing, and I don't want to throw this poor girl under the bus and say, look at all the things you got wrong. You got worship wrong. You're on the wrong mountain. You got the wrong temple. You've got the wrong word. You've got the wrong history in your people, and conclude what a knucklehead she is. No, I want to be like Jesus is asking her and saying, I want to ask for the living water. Lord, give me what I need for salvation, if that's the gift you want to give me today, and all that goes into it, all the pre-planning, all the sacrifice, all the genius in figuring out how to save people. Maybe that's what I need today. Or maybe I need the living water of just help today, the ongoing presence of the Lord. Maybe what I should text a friend, or what word I should speak to somebody, or how I should wonder about your creation. So this woman has a need, and she doesn't know it. So I want to have a perception of my need, and then I want to ask. So Lord, here's my ask, is let me know my need, let me know the gift, and let me know the who. So if you only knew the gift and the who, and I think the conclusion today is, if I only knew that the gift is the who, it is Jesus. Thanks for listening. I'll see you tomorrow. Sorry about the noise.